My dog knocks everything over when he comes in. He said you're sleeping next to me, and he's like literally knocking over a jellyfish tank. I'm like, dude, do you not feel that? Like, how do you not feel that right there? Hi guys, good morning, welcome through. I normally dual stream first thing in the morning, so that's what I don't know. That's what I do every day. I've been doing it for a bit now. I said I don't know, I like it. I normally will do TikTok and YouTube first thing in the morning, and I'll just come on and I'll do like the weird news, and sometimes people just come through and listen, and then other times people come up and talk to me. Like, it's whatever you're comfortable with. Do me a favor, tap the screen, like the live. I said I don't know. I'm just happy. Like I said, most of the time I do TikTok and Instagram, or not TikTok and YouTube. But then here and there I'll do like TikTok and Instagram, or I've been trying to kind of see like how it works lately. Like I've been dabbling a little bit in it lately, but normally it doesn't do like a whole lot. So I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? I seem to do better on TikTok and YouTube. Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, please. Like the live. I love it when people stop by to see me. So, all right, I do weird news, right? I like to do weird news first thing in the morning, but I like to dabble on like influencer news. I come on here, like I said, in the morning, and I just like get my makeup, my face together. I'm going out to shoot pool tonight. Wednesdays are typically my slowest days of the week online. Oh, thank you, Terry, honey. I appreciate you. Tapping the screen and liking live, totally free. Like last time I checked, totally free. Okay, so there's like I said, if you make it big on TikTok, you've like made it big. Like there's other sites out there, but like maybe YouTube, but like there's no other site that's like as big as it. Like I was on another site before this that was absolute bullshit. Like I'm mad at myself for not starting TikTok during lockdown because that was stupid. That was stupid on my behalf. That was stupid. I get that it was stupid. I know now that it was stupid. But because I'm like, I can only imagine how busy TikTok was like during lockdown. There must have been people were probably making like crazy gross money on here. But I'm just being live. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there were so many people out and about, and so many people that just had like expendable cash. Like I'm like, oh my god, I can only imagine the type of money people made. So if somebody makes it big on TikTok, they've kind of made it big everywhere. Like that seems to be the general consensus. Like there's other sites, but they're a lot smaller. And so there's a woman whose name is Heffa, and they keep bringing up this thing, right? And here's my opinion on it. I've never watched one of her streams, but I'll see stuff reposted, right? And then I'll just kind of jot it down like, okay, this is something to talk about. Especially if I see more than one person talking about it, I'll bring it up. Why not? Like, you know what I mean? So I keep seeing people talk about this, right? This chick Heffa and her husband, they own a company. It's like a trucking company, right? And technically, I guess they own it together. So people keep bringing up the fact that she's like being sued for like $195,000. I'm like, okay, well, here's my thing, right? As somebody that, like I said, I run my own business, I have for a while, I really like it, all that stuff. I don't understand how somebody runs their own business if they're online like 24 hours a day. I'm not saying they don't have, but like it's one thing if you see her on here like working, like I'll come on here and there and like design stuff and like kind of put like, I'll be like, what do you guys think of this one? Like, what do you think of that? But when somebody's just like when they're online like 13 hours a day, maybe she doesn't actually work. Maybe it's her husband's job. Hi, good morning. Hi, Paboon. I don't know if I said that right. Good morning, guys. Welcome through. But so it's quite possible she might be a stay-at-home wife, but also owns like a part of it. But either way, it's a trucking company. Like, that was probably like a contract that fell through. That was probably goods not received. Like any business is going to have some type of shit. Nobody goes through any type of business without being unfazed. You know what I mean? It's like nobody can get 100% on their Yelp reviews. Nobody can, you know what I mean? It's like it's physically impossible to make everybody happy. And on top of it, like there's other factors that go into stuff too. Like maybe can I be your fan? Sure. I like it when people are my fans. I don't really have fans. I do have friends though. Here we go. Okay. Hold on. Oh, that's what that word is. Okay, I wrote this one down the other day and I was like, oh, I got to remember to talk about this one, right? So, where are my contact lenses? Holy shit. My whole day's ruined. No, I'm just teasing. But, so I seen this video the other day and this one's been kind of circulating a bit too. And this is like like I didn't have this fear in life until I seen this video and then I realized like, oh, new fear unlocked, right? So these people, they're aboard an airplane. I believe it was. Hold on, let me double check and make sure that it says airplane passengers, because, like I said, it's been a couple days since I seen that video. Yeah, yeah. So it. Well, I was gonna say it's actually the airport. I was like, I know it was air something like. So okay, they're in the airport, right? And there's a lot of pooping that happens when people get off planes. You'll be like sitting there, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then all of a sudden you have to go like halfway through and, like whatnot. Like, I'm sure that happens to like a lot of people. I'm sure it happens to a lot of people. And nobody wants to be that person that has to poop while they're on the plane. Like it's a little too close. Like, so people normally want to poop before they get on the plane or after they get off the plane. There was actually a plane recently, just speaking of plane rides and pooping, like this is where my brain goes. Like, but so this is a sub whatever, like a little like a bullet point like underneath airplanes, right? Like, so okay, the first one is I'll do two topics together at once. So there was this airport, right? And their sewer line broke and it literally poured in through the ceiling. Yeah, and there's like videos of it online, and I said there's different angles of different videos of it online because anymore when shit happens, people just stand there and get their phone out. Like they don't even do anything. I've seen people like pass out before, and people will just get their phones out and like fucking stand there and record them. And I'm like, dude, like make sure that they have help. Like, what are you doing? Like I would make sure the person. I think that would literally be the last thing I would want to do if I seen somebody hurt. Would like be to record them. Like, I have epilepsy, and I'd be kind of mad if I was like. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it, sadly, but. I went to a wrestling match not too long ago. Well, no, I guess it was a bit ago. And I was walking in, and this woman, she was standing next to me, and all of a sudden she fell, and she started having a seizure, and I was like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, we got something underneath her head and all that stuff. But it's like I would be mad if I seen videos of me out and about somewhere, and you know what I mean? Like, and it was I'd be a little mad, but I understand at the same time it's something that could possibly happen. So there was this other video, right? Just because these two headlines go hand in hand, right? So I said like nobody wants to be the person that has to poop while they're on the plane, right? So most people will try to empty beforehand or afterwards, right? Uh, but so this is, so this is okay. This is how it happens, right? I'm sorry, I got a text message. Totally distracted the fuck out of me. But so okay. So then the other one was there was, and this is probably like there was. I think, believe I read this one yesterday. There was a plane ride, right? That was supposed to be from. I think it was Hong Kong. Hong Kong was one of the. I can't remember if it was the departure or the arrival flight, right? But it was like a really long ride. Like it was supposed to be like 13 hours, right? Like already going to be a long ride. So already people are like nobody wants to poop in, public, but like let alone like poop in like an airplane, right? These people got stuck. There was a delay, right? They ended up being like there was a huge storm and they kept having to try to like kind of run away from it. This flight was supposed to, and by the way, guys, that's just because I'm talking about pooping doesn't mean that sound's coming from me. That's my dog sitting there. But so so they ended up on this plane that was supposed to be, like I said, that's already a lot. 13 hours. I've never been in a plane that long. I don't know that I could hang. Like, I'll be real. I'd be like, who on here's got a third X? Like, I would need to, like, somebody would need to, like, knock me out for a little bit or something just so I could, like, sleep my way through the flight because I would be, like, panicking. Especially if you realize something was wrong and then you're still on the plane, I'd be panicking even more. Like, and I said 13 hours is already a hefty flight, right? Well, they ended up like, okay, so they're on this plane already. They get diverted, all this stuff. The plane ride ended up being 29 hours. I don't know what that means, Shafi. But the plane ride ended up being 29 hours. So even if like you were say like, okay, well, I don't think I'm gonna have to go again before I go. At some point you're gonna have to go. Hello you. Hi Tanja. What's going on, guys? Welcome through. Tap the screen for me, like the live, please. I like when people stop by to see me. I said Wednesdays are normally like my slow day on here. So I don't expect a lot this morning, but you know, if a couple people like can tap the screen, I'd be happy for that. You know what I mean? So I normally dual stream in the morning. So if you hear me talk to somebody that isn't in your chat, I promise you I haven't lost my marbles. I'm just talking to somebody in the other chat. So that's how we go. All right. And then I said I just kind of do like random news first thing in the morning, like influencer news or world news or like, you know, serious news, funny news, like whatever I come across that is like, you know, worth kind of jotting down and being like, oh, I need to talk about that tomorrow morning. Like that's kind of what I go for. So, and this one, like, I guess it's news, right? I guess it's news. Oh no. Oh no, I dropped my lotion. Oh no. But so, there was, there was, McDonald's came out recently, right? Because for all these years, right? Hey, Coles, what's going on? For all these years, nobody knew what fucking Grimace was from McDonald's, right? Love you. Awesome, Tanja. Guys, welcome through. Tap the screen. Hi, Coles. How are you, baby? And nobody could figure out what Grimace was, right? Apparently, McDonald's has officially come out and said that Grimace, he was a he's a taste bud. Bet y'all didn't see that coming, huh? Bet y'all didn't see that one coming. I know I didn't. I worked in an adult toy store for like 7 years. You don't want to ask me what I thought Grimace was. Like, I'm like, every time I'd see a Grimace, I'm like, that looks okay. That looks like something that should not be here. My favorite character I used to book a band, right? Like I used to love this band. This was back in the day, right? I said I booked bands for like 10 years. Like I did a lot with like local music and whatnot. And there was this band, and they actually played on an episode of The Osbournes, so we could go back and watch it. And they're called Max Sabbath. I don't know whether they still perform or not. I mean, this is like years ago. But you can go back and like look them up. They're actually really funny. They do all Black Sabbath cover songs, right? But they're dressed up like McDonald's character. That's how I was linking those two stories together. You see? So one of them would come out dressed like Grimace. The other one the lead singer dressed like Ronald McDonald. The Hamburglar, always my favorite character from that. I was really sad when they stopped using him that much. I don't know why I liked him so much. I don't know why they did away with him. After that, it didn't become like this group of friends congregating at McDonald's, became like Ronald McDonald. Maybe they couldn't afford to hire other actors to like, you know, fill the other spots. Like, I don't know where that went. I can remember like, oh God, I can remember like every time you go to a McDonald's when we were like younger, they didn't just have a place they had a fucking, like they had this metal slide, right? That if you went down, and I said that some McDonald's places really, really big, great concept, keep the kids busy so parents can eat, they get to go play, run out some energy. People might bring their kids there just so they can use a play place, and then nobody can bring their kids. But yeah, brilliant idea to add a play place, right? The thing was, back in the 80s, like, did he? Oh, I never watched it. It's okay. Calm down. My dog's like, what happened? Like, so yeah, they said officially Grimace is a taste bud. You guys can all sleep at night now. I know I rested easier last night. Not really. It's not groundbreaking, but I said either way. So you would go to like like I said, I grew up in like the 80s. I was born in like 1980. And like, so I grew up in the 80s, and I said that, like, how any of us made it through is like beyond me. Like, seriously, I look at the shit now, and I feel so old because I'm like looking at stuff. I said, I can remember riding around, and my dad had one of those old GMCs when I was younger, and there was a big rusted hole, right? It had like the covered, it was like one of the covered trucks, like, might have been an SUV, like the first, I don't know. They didn't used to do SUVs. It was like a covered truck. Right, like a truck with the cover on the back of it. So, But I can remember there was a rust spot in the middle of the floor, and we used to play this game, right? Because there were no seatbelts in the motherfucker. There were no seatbelts. My mom had a car too that didn't have seatbelts in it. They both had ashtrays in them and shit. Like I'm not even lying about this stuff. And they both had like lighters. Like every car was mandatory. It came with a lighter that you would push in, and like it was, it was a different time. Different time. And my dad would play a game, right, where he would put me in the back of the truck, and this sounds so fucked up now that I'm older and I say it. It was fun at the time. It was fun. I don't know. It was fun. But so he would drive around and see, like, he wasn't trying to knock me in the hole, but because there were like arm handles to hold on to, so he would just kind of drive around and let me hold on for dear life. And hope it was, and think it, like I thought it was fun. So I blame myself for that. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you guys are happy to know that story now. Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Everybody, do me a favor, tap the screen, like the live. It helps me draw more people in, and I'm always happy for that. So, but yeah, like when I was younger too, I said I can remember shit like my parents going to bed, and they used to never lock the door. That's crazy, right? Like that's crazy. I cannot imagine sleeping with my thank you Karuli Hari for the follow. I probably fucked that name up. But and so I said I can remember them sleeping like with the doors like open. I can remember them sleeping with the windows open because they didn't like, you know what I mean? Like that's how they grew up. So it was like it was definitely different, right? There used to not be central air, which was very hard, but we had like the box air, so we made it through. Like I feel really, really old anymore when I say this stuff about my childhood. It's not like I grew up in the 70s, but I wasn't too far away from it, right? So I tell people this one too a lot. My mom used to go into the grocery store, and this is, are the hairs that you have real? I mean, my armpit hairs, yeah. My eyebrows, my eyelashes. Well, the eyelashes, yes, for now. Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. But so, yeah. So I said I can remember being in like the parking lot at the grocery store, and my mom would literally go in grocery shopping, and leave me in the car. Like we didn't have air conditioner in the car. That was like different. So she would leave me. And I was like little, like three. You would go up to like the grocery store, and there would be all these kids like in cars. Like each one of their parents would go in and do their grocery shopping, leave the kids in the car. And I'm like that's crazy. Can you imagine leaving like your 4-year old in the car with the dog in like 95-degree weather with the windows open and going in and doing your grocery shopping? Like that would never happen now. Now they would break all your windows out for that shit. You know, now they would break out every single window just to prove a point. You know, but that was a pretty common thing once upon a time. And I said they would leave the windows rolled down because they didn't think anybody would take their kids. And like, I mean, that was a whole thing. Like definitely different times. So anyway, I started all that with my story. Like I rambled on with that one. I started that with my story that was originally, they officially came out and said what Grimace was. How did I segue into that? Somehow I worked that one out in my head. Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, please. I am looking for stuff that I need. Okay. Ooh, there we go. Hi, Rania. And I said, guys, I do dual stream. So if you hear me talking to somebody and they're not in your chat, I promise you I haven't lost my marbles. They were never there to begin with. I just like to, I don't know, like I said, I do the weird news first thing in the morning and I kind of ramble on. So if you want, you can talk to me. If not, that's fine. A lot of people will come through and just listen to my nonsense, and that's cool too. All right. There's a tick, like, you know, that I don't follow like the beg talk. Like it's been becoming like very common for people on TikTok to beg for shit. And it absolutely makes me insane. Like the audacity of it is what really like blows my mind. Like it is like I get it. Everybody needs help every once in a while, but there are resources out there that are set up. I just can't imagine anything that would happen that like would make me come online and be like, hey guys, I just need help. Like I don't know. It's just not my thing. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. But some people are very comfortable doing it, right? So there is a chick online, right? And I keep seeing her doing this, and I'm like, why? Like, so she is pretty well known in like the begging community. Like I said, there's this group of people that, and once you like it, like once they find out that you're like a scammer or like a beggar or whatever, they will. Oh my God, I've seen some people do some fucked up shit over that, like some fucked up shit, and so I ended up like I said, I see this one lady, her name's Maggie, right? And it just amazes me because she'll be in line, right? And she'll be like literally in the checkout line. And she'll say, "How much is it?" "Oh, it's $19." "Okay, so who's going to send me 20 bucks?" Like she'll literally be on her live stream holding up the checkout line because she doesn't have the money. But that's how much she expects people are just going to send it. Is that she's just going in line, like she's not using it for rugs or anything else like some people do. She's actually using it for she's using it for. But she'll go online and be like, "Guys, I need $200 to go to this concert, da 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 da," and people like send it. I don't get it. Like I don't get it at all. As a matter of fact, but like people will do. I assume like nobody does something because it doesn't work, right? Like if something doesn't, well, stop knocking shit over. If something doesn't work, like if a method doesn't work, people are going to adjust what they do, right? So I have to assume that it's worked before. But like, I don't know. I just can't imagine like going to like the store, like the grocery store, the pharmacy, the where, like whatever, the convenience store, and not having the money to pay for my shit when I got in line. Like she ain't even begging beforehand to get the money to go like get this stuff. She's literally go, "Margarita, good morning, honey. How are you?" But so this chick is literally standing in line at like convenience stores being like, how much did you say it was? And she's $19. And they're like, "Ma'am, can the people behind you come up and pay?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, here, let them come." And I'm like, really? Like that's to me that's pretty ballsy. I'm not gonna lie, to me that's pretty ballsy. Like to just expect that people are going to do it, and well, all I have to do is ask and I shall receive, and like all that shit. Like it's just wild to me. So I said like the way that people approach shit online is definitely like I don't know. I use Misfit because I just kind of do my own thing. Like I really don't like I don't really care what's popular. I don't really care. Like, I just kind of do my own thing, and that's it. Like, I can't get into the way that other people do their streams or how they conduct their lives or so good getting ready for the gym out. See, like I said, Margarita, for some reason, it wants to, like, filter weird shit. Like, I seen it, it showed it, but it was, like, in gray. Like, there was nothing about that was, like, even somewhat of a mean comment. But yeah, you'll have people calling each other the C word online. They don't do nothing. It's like, how weird. That's what I mean. It's, like, really, really random. On TikTok, if somebody says they got bananaed, right? I'm not even like surprised. Like, you know how meet me people be like, "Ooh, what'd you do?" Right? Over here, people are like, "Oh, so what number account is this?" Like, it's just part of it. It's just part of it. People know that they're going to go through it because it's a little bit, it's oddly strict, but on certain things, but then other things, it's not quite as strict. I don't know. It's weird. Okay. So, there's a video recently that I seen, and I thought this was so funny, guys. Do me a favor, tap the screen, like the live. I got my YouTube open, got my TikTok open. Make sure to go follow each of those. I like it. It's an interesting, but they now have one that's based in the U.S., like a TikTok in the U.S., in California. Maybe the people in California should add the C word to the words that are like no-nos, or like add like the N word to like, I mean, like once upon a time you could say, okay, well, it's probably the language barrier that maybe they don't understand that those are probably, but come on, they're based out of California now. Maybe they're waiting for like the new, maybe there'll be an update because they said they're changing the American version of TikTok. Like it'll still feed all into the same thing, but they're gonna, I think it's supposed to be called M. I don't know. I think it is. I think that's what it's supposed to be. I don't know. So I don't know if they're going to just keep it as TikTok. They're going to keep it as M TikTok in America. I don't know if they did the M2 for like Like, wouldn't that be some shit if they were like, well, yeah, it's the American version, so we changed it to Merca. Like, I'd be like, oh, so I don't know. I don't know why they decided to call it M, but that's what they're talking about at this point. So we shall wait and see. Nothing is said and done until it's said and done. Ooh, look at my filter slip. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I don't want to see that again. I don't want my filter to slip no more, so I'm going to stay right here on the screen. Hello, Shala. Okay, guys, welcome through. Tap the screen. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. Okay, so I've seen this video, and I've seen it reposted a few times. I've seen it shared. It's pretty funny. If you want, you can go on and watch it. Good morning, lady. Like, hi, Shala. How are you? Did I say your name right? But so there is a robber, right? And for I don't know why this guy decided, like, he's obviously never been in a nail salon with his girlfriend before. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I appreciate you stopping by. But so they normally take debit card. Like any nail salon I've ever been to, any hair salon I've ever been to, anything. Sometimes you'll get those cheap ass nail salons that'll have like the ATM inside of it, and they charge like a $3 fee. Hi Tony, good morning. They charge like a $3 fee because they're trying to make some exit, trying to be a little bit greedy. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't just have an ATM in there for, so when you leave your tips, they'll be like, oh, we'll take it, but you got to get cash. You have to pay cash for your tip. All right. All right. I don't see what you're doing because I see what you're doing. Like I think the nail salon, you'll go into it and you'll be like, okay, I'm gonna spend probably like $60, and the next thing you know, like, and it's because like they add it up slowly. Like they're not like, okay, well you're up to 67. Okay, well you're up to 72. They're like, hey, do you want this? It's only like $2. Yeah, it's only like $2. We're at 62. Okay, cool, 62. Okay, well do you want this? This is $2. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Add that on. That's 60. Okay. And then, like, you get relaxed and everything, and they're like, hey, you want this? Yeah, I do. And the next thing you know, you're leaving, and it's like $125 with tip. Like, can you please, yeah, find a spot. Find a spot, dude. Yeah, find a spot. It's okay. Bugsy's so annoyed. There's no sunspot out today. So he's actually decided to grace me with his presence this morning, huh? He's got his Halloween jammies on, and yeah, it adds up fast, and it's like you don't realize until you go to check out. But they shouldn't, like, here's my opinion, they shouldn't drop that stuff on people. Like, imagine if you went to get a tattoo and they did your tattoo, and then they say, oh, well, for $2 more, I can add an extra leaf here. Okay, well, for another $10, I can add a name here. Oh, well, you know what? And then you went to go get up thinking that your tattoo's only costing like 160, whatever, like $200, like $400, whatever you're thinking. And they're like, it's $465. They just made $65. How are you? I'm good, Bill. How are you, honey? Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Temp the screen, like the live. He's such a mess, Margaret. He's getting older, dude. Like he's definitely. I've started giving him doggy aspirin once a day because he's like his hips are just he's. I'm going good. What about you? So far, so good. I can't complain. It's still early. I'm getting my makeup on. I'm trying to get my day started. I'm going out to shoot pool later tonight, so that's always a happy Wednesday. Currently, my team is in 7th place. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, we slipped down. Hopefully, I will make it back tonight. He's such a handsome old man. Yeah, him still is a beautiful little dog. He got these new jammies, right, that have legs on them, and it's so funny because I've just been leaving the legs dangle because he'll literally be sleeping and, pulling, he's rolling over on his back, and he, turns around. He don't sleep like a normal dog like this. He'll sleep, on his back, legs like this. I'll get up. Does size matter? I'd have to want the person behind the size for it to matter. Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah, that's how it goes. If you don't like the person, then what does the size matter? If you don't like the person and you're not attracted to the person, then guess what? You ain't gonna want nothing from them, including any size that they have. Any size that they have. But I feel like you're already telling me some stuff about yourself, Bill. I think it matters. Because you would know better than me, Bill, on what women want. What's your best size, Bill? Please fuck off. Please fuck off. It's first thing in the morning. I really don't give a fuck about your inches, at all. I'm trying to be nice about it. Like, I don't care how many inches you got, but there's nothing that says I have a small wiener more than going into somebody's live stream and asking if size matters. Apparently it does. But he thinks it does. So, because Bill would know better than I would whether size matters. It matters for men because they have a prostate. Like, Bill has nothing to dear, I have a question. Bill, I don't want to answer any more of your questions. Like, I'm done. Like, I don't have a lot, but I don't care. I don't care. He probably doesn't know how to fry an egg, right? Like those old rub commercials. This is your brain. This is your like, dude, Bill. I'm like, I don't. You, if you had a lot of inches, you wouldn't need to ask if size mattered. It's like people that are overly good looking. They don't go out going, so what do you think? You like the way this looks? Like they go out and they go, yeah, you know what? I'm confident. I got this world. I'm going to, hey, look at that chick looking at me. Like they don't need to go out and ask for compliments or ask if they're good looking enough. They just know. Or looking for someone. He probably don't know how to use it. Yeah, I cares a lot. I don't care, Bill, like about anything that you're saying. Like seriously, dude. Like I don't know how else to put this to you. I'm like so like your approach has already made me so not interested that I don't want anything to do with any of your inches. You know, better than it, right? A good. That's what I'm saying. Hutch. Like, dude, like seriously, like a man that don't even understand, because it does not matter. Honestly, to me, it does not matter. It's more based on the like way that the woman is built. But like, if you got to come into a live stream and ask if size matter, which product can you use on your underarm, Bill? Fuck off. Like Bill, if you are this unadvanced in life, there is nothing I can do to help you. Like there are not enough hours in the day to help you. Like seriously, like that would be like a full-time job. You fuck off, it's my live stream. Which means you can fuck off, Bill. Dogs are awesome. I was gonna say how much my doggy sitting right here with me. Oh no! How long did you have the dog? No, Bill. Yeah, no, Bill. Like, Bill's on some different shit. Like, he just. I want to give you a big hug, Bill. I would literally mace you. I would mace you, and then I would call the cops. Like, you wouldn't get a hug back. I can tell you that much. I would literally have bear spray just for the like occasion. Not the mace. Oh, I would definitely. I have like a little pink taser and shit in my purse and whatnot. Bear spray. Like sprays out of a cat urine, like whatever I could find just to like fight him off. Like he's not getting it. So I said, guys, I do dual streams. So if you hear me talking to somebody, they're not in your chat. I promise you, it's just the other chat. Like, stay with the dog every week. Oh, that sucks. I was gonna say, how old was she, or how old is she? Imagine if you're mine, if we're both alone in a room. What you can do first? Let's go back to that whole mace thing. I would mace you, call 911, the police would come and arrest you, and that would be, like, if there was a story of us, Bill, that would be, like, the final chapter, because I would get a restraining order on you. Maybe he's a masochist. I would assume, like, you'll have some guys that hit you up, and they, like, pick fights and stuff, because they want to be told, like, what a little bitch they are. Like, they're, dear, why? Because you're creepy, Bill. This is not a mystery, like, bro-in-law's name is please stop it, Bill. Yeah, don't ruin Bill for Margarita. But I give you flowers. I don't want them. Save your money. Yeah, I do not want. It'll probably have poison ivy in it. I'm good. Like, he's a toy poodle. Oh, she's 9. Oh, so she's 7 more than Bill, right? Like, this dude got not a bit of life skill. I'm like, so I'm gonna let some creeper on the internet hook all up on me because he bought me flowers, and he thinks that this is like a good, like this we wouldn't be alone. I can give a hiya. No, I don't want you touching me, Bill. I'll be real. Like, just your skin can just stay to itself. If I found out I was in the same room with you, I would leave that room. Let's put it that way. Like, I'd be like, oh, Bill's here. That bill? All right, I'm out, yo. And then I would go home. And I would make sure I drove around a lot of circles and did like all sorts of stuff so that way like you couldn't follow me. And then we'd probably go back to the mace again once I got up to the door. Yeah. Okay. He got you flowers and you got a. But there are some guys that they would. Hi, dear. How are you? I'm good, Colty. How are you? But so no, there are some guys that they will literally hit you up, and then they'll be like, you start realizing that they're like way too into like being called like, you're like you're pathetic, and they're like, oh well, what I'm like y'all have guys that randomly just hit me up, and they're like, you're a fat piece of shit or something because they want you to yell back at them and be like, oh well, guess what? Or they'll send you a picture of their little tiny because they like it when women tell them how small it is. There is all sorts of shit going on in the world. There is all sorts of shit. I've had men come through and ask me if they could be my son. I've had men that have come through that have asked me shit like, if I broke into your house and you were doing the thing, like guys get really specific with the shit that they ask. If I broke into your house and you caught me in your house, what would you do? What is the fucking correct answer to this? Like, what is the correct answer to this? What would anybody do to a burglar? Like, some guys be watching too many movies or something. Like, I don't give a fuck what the dude looks like. I don't give a, if he is in my house without my permission, it's, guess what? Dogs, it's better. Bill's inability to hold a conversation is embarrassing. It really is, man. I'm like, are you an adult? Like, how old are you? It's like English not your first language. Like, I don't know what. But yeah, like some guys you just can't help with women. Like, so I said I will open like my say like I don't know like my Instagram, right? Like there was a dude a couple of days ago that kept calling me in the middle of the night, right? And I didn't have my notifications on. I don't have my notifications for any of my things, so I'll check my messages when I check that site. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I will check that message once like, whenever I'm around. I don't get, like, there's not, like, a ding that goes on my phone or whatever. And so, I had this dude, and he kept calling me randomly in the middle of the night. And I'm like, I would notice, like, I'd get up and check. I only check my Insta maybe, like, real quick once a day. I had a guy message me and tell me a lot of details. The lingerie he was dreaming of me wearing. It was weird because I didn't even know him. Yeah, I was gonna say it's me. I've had like some really like graphic shit sent to me. Like I've had video, like I've had dudes send me pictures of them in baby diapers with binkies in their mouth. I worked in an adult toy store for 7 years. I've heard everything under the sun that somebody could be into. Every great once in a while, I will come across something that I'm like, oh, for real? Huh, that's different. But that don't mean that I want to be a part of it. Like, even if I'm like, well, that's weird. You know what I mean? Like, I said, we used to have guys that came in the store, and this is 100% true, and they would bring in a letter from their dom that like was, hey, he came in here and you guys helped me embarrass him and I just need you to sign this. So I'm gonna be like, all right, go clean the fucking bathroom, bitch. I've got dumb friends. I've seen the most of the fuckboy things, they drive me absolutely nuts. I just turned 45. Like, I'm like, dude, I just don't even like, if somebody comes at you that way, that means that they have no idea how else to come at you. So yeah, this dude, he kept calling me in the middle of the night, and I just kind of like ignored it, right? Like obviously I ignored it. I seen him like the next day, and I thought, well, maybe, normally I'll say, okay, somebody called me, I don't really know who they are. Okay, well, they might have, dialed me by accident. They might have, And then I noticed like the next day I got up, and there's like 5 missed calls. And I'm like, the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And I hit him up and I was like, dude, can you stop calling me in the middle of the night, please? Like, I'm not gonna answer. I don't have my notifications on. Like, even explained it more than I needed to. I should just be able to say, can you stop calling me in the middle of the night? Why would you? Here's my question: why would you call me anyway without me being like, oh yeah, I'm sitting here, I got time? Normally, when they do that, it's because they want you to answer the phone so you can see what they're doing. So I'm like, is there something that you want? Like, is there something you need? Like, what's up, right? Like, I know all these tricks. I've been on the internet for a long time. I know every bit of like Me and a dog. That's my future. Right, me too. I would love to have a dog farm, but like it sounds like a lot. My dog's very jealous. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. You good? Come here. Show me your jammies. Come here. Come show me your jammies. Margarita wants to see your joms. Come here. Come here. Come show him what a beautiful dog you are. Come here. Come here. Come here, bugs. There we go. Look at you guys see his jammies? Look at his jammies. He's got little Halloween jammies on. Yeah, they got little legs and whatnot on them. I want a toy poodle. I've always like I see like I am only 5'1", so I need a like a tiny dog. Like I need like a little dog. Like yeah, who's your sweetest? How about the sweetest guy? Mommy just loves him. Yeah, mommy just loves him. I love the dogs with the, like, I don't know why, but this is like a thing for me. I'm not fat shaming him, so don't report me for it. But like all the fluff, I love the little smushy face dogs. Those are my favorite. But I love all dogs, even the big ones. I keep seeing this dude, right? I don't know if you guys have seen him on TikTok. He's got, what are they? They're not. What are they? He's got like he collects like I want to say collects. That's not right. Like Pokemon, like. But he's everybody's got their breed of dog that they really like, right? Like I said, I like the Frenchies. He's a bug, so he's a Boston Terrier and Pug mix. Like, I like pugs. Like I said, I like the smushy face dogs, right? Well, then this dude, he collects like bull mastiffs, right? And this dog, like he has like all his videos, right? I'll start put. Oh yeah, by all means, Hutch, by all means. But so he like his videos are all like these big huge plates of food that he feeds them every day. He's like lamb mince, rabbit ear, strawberries, or da da da. Like tells what he's giving them for. Like these dogs are literally. I've seen him. Like sometimes I gotta make sure I put stuff in little pieces because he'll like literally try to swallow all of something, and I'm like, dude, listen. Oh my God, Bill is back. Why did you come back, Bill? Why did you come back? Did you think I forgot who you were? I did not forget who you were. Please go away, Bill. He came back in. Hi, I am back. I know, and I would prefer that you weren't. I'm just curious now. I haven't kicked him out because I'm just curious what other tomfoolery comes in with him. Want to do the, yeah, I was going to say the raw food is supposed to be really, really good for them. They can have like raw chicken. They can have like raw turkey. They're actually not allowed to have chicken bones. So yeah, it has to be cooked. Okay, forgive me. No, I don't want to. I don't want to be friends with you, Bill. We are not meant to be friends. Okay? We are not meant to be friends. It's time to start over anew with somebody else because that ship has sailed. Like I packed that box up, put it on the porch, and left that shit out for UPS, and they already damn came and picked that shit up. I can see it on my GPS now. Like, but yeah, so like his bull mastiffs, when I tell you these motherfuckers, like they're big ass dogs. Bill has been entertaining other than that first impressions, Bill, right? Like, dear, show me your tattoo. Want to see the one on my middle finger? I should just kick him at this point. I should just kick him, right? If he starts to get on you guys' nerves, because I read all my comments out loud, let me know. I'm just having a great time talking shit. I don't know. If he gets on your nerves, let me all know. Because I'm like, dude, I don't, like, some guys don't understand the meaning. Like, is English not your first language, Bill? Is your real name like Bilal instead of like Bill? Because, like, no, it's pretty similar in every language, right? Like just saying, he's a crazy guy for sure. Yeah, he's on some different shit. Oh, okay. So I was talking about nail salons this morning, right? And I'd started to talk about this news story, and then I got off on like a whole other tangent. But there is a video going around of a robber that goes into a nail salon, right? And he's like, "This is a stick up," and they're literally all sitting there reading their magazines, waiting for their nails to get done, and everybody just stops. Fuck off. Once again, it's my live stream, Bill. Yeah, it's my live stream. You can fuck off. Yeah, just flick your finger and scroll right out. It's super easy. Like, super duper easy. So, I'm just gonna come back in and like, and now I'm like, all right, is it gonna come back in another 5 minutes? Be like, hi. Just wondering if you forgot again. No, you didn't? Okay. I'll check back later. Like, Dear, what is on your lips? The word fuck you, Bill. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what's on my lips. The word fuck off. Yeah. For you. Specifically for you. I don't know if he thinks I'm flirt. You think I'm like flirting or something? I'm not. Like, I'm not. You're funny as fuck. I talk a lot of shit. Is it Ryan? I talk a lot of shit, man. Like I said, a lot of times I'm just joking. Well, so far I've only seen one joke. Take that however you wish. Okay. So this Robert goes into this nail salon, right? And he's like walking around and he's like, you open your purse. These chicks are waiting to get their fucking nails done. They are not opening their purse for you. And they literally sit there and look at him like he's got a third head. Like the people behind the counter, like, nope, it's Ren. Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. It's just a fancier way to spell it. Like, guys, Inverted Labray, got one as well. Yeah, I was gonna say I dig it. But I do dual stream, so if you hear me talking to somebody that is in your chat, I promise you I have not officially lost my marbles. It's still kind of there. But I wouldn't expect that I could go into a nail salon and rob them anyway, because like I said, most of them don't have cash in them. And but that sound's not coming from me. My dog's sitting right here sleeping with me, so he's got his Halloween jammies on. He's a happy guy. I promise you, I do not have explosive gas. Just a dog with his shorts now. Who's he's literally like just laying on his back like, listen, sleeping all night really wore him out. And so, and you know, he's got to take his afternoon nap later. So, you know, he's got to catch up on his morning nap now. I need to quit keeping him awake. Yeah, I need to I need to stop that. So, like I said, a lot of times I'll keep people in just talking shit because I'm just curious to see where this rabbit hole runs to. It's not even like I'm that entertained by it. I'm just curious to see the level of insanity that comes out of people. You know what I mean? So I always tell people, if you want me to kick somebody, let me know, because I'm horrible. It's worse when you're on that side of it than it is when you're on this side of it. At least for me, anyway. He's very comfy. You see, Halloween stuff just came out. But hanging piercings for your now. Yeah, I was gonna say tattoos and piercing. Yeah, my daughter's 24, so she's getting to that phase now. But I remember when I was like 13, right? I don't know why I thought this was like cute, right? Had a friend, of course, 13 years old, had a friend. I stayed the night at her house. I allowed her to pierce my ear 13 times. My mom was so fucking mad at me. And it was with a thumbtack. It wasn't like anything legit. Like, she literally pulled it out of her wall and was like, all right, I'm going to go wash this off. I think I got to sterilize it. Like, hello, Reese. What's happening? Guys, welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. I love it when people stop by to see me. Everybody's more than welcome in here unless you're Bill. But everybody else, by all means, come on through. I love it when they try to backpedal and they're like, oh, I'm just kidding you. Haha. You're like, yeah. For it to be a joke, it has to be funny. I know, it's crazy idea. 24. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, my son's going to be 21 in October. My daughter's 24. So they're at the age now. So I play a lot of pool because they're at the age now where I'm like having like empty nest syndrome. Like, I'm like, I need to get back out the house. I said, I just turned 45 in July. So I'm like, oh God. When did that shit happen? Like, whew. I went to the bar the other night. Like, let's put it this way. I'm so old at this point, I consider it flattering if somebody cards me. It could be standard, but like, seriously, like, I went to the bar the other night, and this chick, she's working behind the bar. She goes, hey, can I see your ID? And I went, wait, what? And I went like this and looked behind me. Like, I was like, oh, did somebody die step in front of somebody? And she was like, I just don't know you. So she's like, and I was like, oh, yeah, hold on. And I went through my purse. I couldn't even find it. I didn't know where. I'm like, do you really like need this? Like, I mean, you don't really like need this. Like, you don't really like need this. Like, you're just playing around. Like, right? Like, you're just double checking. Like, I got, look. Look at the forehead wrinkle. I think you can definitely tell I'm in my 40s, right? Like, I used to never wear foundation when I was younger. I used to have all one skin tone. Now it's like different skin tones. They all want to match up. Like, for a while there, I don't know why, but like it kind of went away. For a while there, I had this real dark age spot, right? No idea why it went away. But it was like right on like the middle of my forehead and it looked like the crow. I don't know, it was weird, but like as you can see, it's kind of gone away, which I'm thankful for. But like, been great in some ways. Yeah, getting older definitely has been. Back's been out 4 months. Like, gotta take 2 steps once your back feels better, and like to break a hip. Our teenage girls' ears were responsibility for any. Yeah, I like when I tell you. My mom was so mad at me. My mom did not like tattoos, did not like piercings, wanted nothing to do with them. One of my daughter, like her daughters have nothing. She had 5, and I was the youngest, and like she wanted nothing to do with any of that. Hey, Austin, what's going on? Like, good morning, honey. But like, never had we didn't get released from my doctor. Oh, gotcha. A lot more patience. I bet, man. It gets boring. Like when you're sitting around, I said I like to keep myself busy. So anytime I've had like a surgery or whatnot, like I'm like, like I'm just so bored with it. Oh, thank you, Austin. I think they joined a new thing too. If everybody wants to do me a favor on TikTok real quick, check the gift box. I'm not saying send me anything. I'm saying I heard that they're giving 1 free heart me a day, which means you can send me a penny a day. I heard it. I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not trying to be like weird. I will take a free one. If y'all got a free one to send me a free one. All right, thank you. You get this. I'm like that's a penny a day. Cool. If I can get everybody to send me a penny a day, and I get like 100 people through, that would be great. That's $1 a day. I'll take it. $1 the next day. We'll work it up to $7 eventually. For right now, I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I can't wait until YouTube is open so I can actually monetize on it. This getting to like 1,000 people on YouTube is like making me insane. I was doing good, and then I just started creeping through like the 700s, and I'm like stuck. I'm like, does something work? How about you give me $1,000? Oh. I mean, will you take an IOU? Does it have to be real money? Can it be Monopoly? What about Bitcoin? You want some Bitcoin? I gave you some Bitcoin. Give you $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. It's probably worth like -5 cents. Yeah, I lost a lot. I mean, I'm not saying like I lost a lot of money, but I invest and whatnot. I'll be real. You guys want to hear some stupid shit about Bitcoin? I really did believe Bitcoin was the future and that and here it ended up being like all bullshit. So they were literally going up like 400% a day. Yeah, I hear Bugsy. He's chilling. He's like, why are you moving me? I'll take coupons. See, I got you. Let's see. My daughter is nothing like I was. Oh, when she was a junior, that's awesome. She came home with double pierced ears, and I was terrified. I was like, yeah. My mom literally sat there and looked at me, and she goes, what the hell? She's like, why? My mom never cursed. That's how I knew she was mad, because she cursed at me. She was like, what the hell? Renee, what did you do? And I was like, well, I mean, like, I got them all done last night, which, because, 13 piercings in one night is a great idea. I did end up eventually, she took those all out, and then we started doing them slowly, right? And it worked better. I was relieved, right? I was fucking relieved. You're like, yes. Like, my mom always said, you're going to have a daughter just like you. And I'll say this, does she look like me? No. She's very tall. A lot of times people are like, wait, what? She's yours? And I'm like, yeah, she didn't come out that size. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she didn't come out there. She grew to that. Like, that was, like, that part, yeah, she didn't get. But her personality is, like, a lot like mine. She's very stubborn like me. So anytime, like, me and her, like, get a little, like, yelly at each other, I'm like, oh, man, I can hear my mom's fucking, voice in my head going, I told you you weren't going to have a daughter like you. Like, I can also hear my mother's voice in my head anytime I go to get a tattoo. I'm now learning how to tattoo, and like, oh my God, I literally just hear, what's up? Hi, Jay. How are you? JB. But, yeah, I can hear my mom's voice in my head, and she's like, oh, Renee, why? Another one? You don't think you've got enough? What? Oh my God. Who's gonna marry you, Renee? Like, who's gonna want somebody with all this? Yeah, like seriously, like she was just really, really old school. So I said, like, she saw like my first tattoo. I said, I did get it. I did not make good decisions in life. I still don't. I'm 45. How about you? I'm good, Jay. I'm hanging in there. It's another lovely day. My mom cursed me that I would have a daughter that is a fucking alien. Like I was, yeah, I said I was the youngest of five, so I was definitely a brat. I still am. I like things my way. I want things my way when I want it, and that's how I don't know. That's how I am. I've accepted it at this point in life that I am still a brat. Especially it's a yeah, like I said, I find tattoos and piercings hot on people. I can't do like when somebody's got like a lot of piercings, just because I know what piercings can smell like if they're not taken care of. Which is actually why I ended up taking out all 23 earrings, right? Because I was just wearing them. I was like young and gross. Like, so I was just wearing them, like, get in the shower and wash them, but I'm not sitting there really swabbing them off every day. Like, youngest. See, Ren, we have so much in common already. Are you a brat too? Not over. Yeah, like I can do some, but like I've seen people that are really over pierced, and all I can think is, motherfucker, I know you're not taking those shits out at least once a week to clean them. And I'll be real too. The spacers are not really like, some people just have stuff that's turn offs that they don't really care for. But like if they met the right person, it wouldn't be like, you'd be like, okay, I could learn how. If that's the worst thing I can think is they got spacers, okay. But like when they get too big, that is a really big turn off for me because I've smelled what those spacers smell like. I've smelled them. Okay, I don't know because my life has led me to the point where one of my friends go smell this, and I did like listen, but I've smelled them, and like when they take it out, it looks like a floppy vagina. It does. It has some big holes in it. I just can't. I can't. Like I said, and then I've seen too where people have had them ripped by accident because they've stretched them too much, and like. Whew, that just looks like it's like they surgically have to like put them back together because it's just like two little things like this, just flapping, moving the head. Like I'm like, oh God, you might as well just put those things in a ponytail and like pull them back at that point. Like I can't. I don't want to stretch my ear hole. I'm would if I did it, it would be like a little bit, but rip my daughter's industrial. Oh God. I was gonna say, hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I got a message real quick. On a perfect size. Yeah, like I said, like a little something I could see myself doing, like a little something. Like not like to where you take it out and it still looks like a damn ear. You know what I mean? Like not it you still have what is known as a lobe. Like I said, I've seen people stretch shit just to stretch shit. I love your show. Oh, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I like it when people like my stuff. But yeah, like, so I said I've seen people stretch I've seen people where they stretch like their labret, or not their fucking chin piercings, right? And you can see their teeth through their thing. I've seen people but there is a place around me that is opening up, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, they literally consider themselves to be the everything. Still smells that way. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, the giant floppy ear holes are not my thing. Yeah, they're not my thing. It's too National Geographic for me. Right, I feel you on that. I'm sure, like, and I don't know what the point of it is specifically. Like, I get body mods. Like, I do. I understand that you, like I said, I have piercings. I have tattoos. Like, you want to become like you're cool. Do it. When people start getting surgeries done in tattoo parlors, that's where I'm like, listen, at some point, everything has to be done in moderation. Like anything that you go too hard for. Now, listen, once again, I've hosted suspension shows. I've worked at tattoo conventions. I've seen just about everything that the world could possibly offer. Like this was a new one, right? So you know how they do like the branding, right? Like they'll some tattoo shops offer branding, which like imagine what that place smells like is my number one thing. My buddy's got his tongue split, yeah, and then it moves to like other directions. Like I'm like, oh okay. Want to see my new tat? Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know how to like open it on here though. I don't know how to make it bigger so you'll only be like this big. like this. Let's see. You can tell me how to make it bigger. Okay, how do I make you bigger?
Oh,
Alexa, volume two.
wow. Okay.
What? How do I make you bigger? You're literally this big on my side.
I see that. I don't
Ready?
know. I've never used this app.
This is the one everybody uses, Austin. I said this is where 90% of people use it, either here or YouTube. Like the other ones are kind of like something I do kind of extra. Even Instagram, I don't really care for.
No,
Yeah.
I go to our place, and then I go to C2 now. So those are the
Okay.
only two I've been to. I come over here for you and one other friend that lives in my city.
Yeah, I
Really go over
like
here
I
otherwise.
like that C2 does like the bonus bot thing. Like I'll open it up and I kind of it's not like a ton of traffic, but like I'm like, well, shit. If I make 400 diamonds every time I go on, or 100, or you get the bonus ones or whatever, then shit, I'll keep going on it. I mean, like, it does it just about every time. Look, let me see. I'm looking. Speaking of which, speaking of which, it looks like from here, it looks like chest hair that's oddly shaped. It's
I might.
literally, it's like 3 millimeters tall.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. I'll have to send you a picture, I
I'm like,
guess.
I thought it was chest hair at first. I'm like, why is it growing in a diagonal? Okay.
Because he had to shave it to
Well, no,
start.
I get that. I get that now. Now in hindsight, I realize all I can think of is something getting tangled in there. Yeah, so I've seen the branding, right? I know that that's something people do. I'm not a big fan of it, but like, you said to each their own. They have a new thing now that they're doing, and it is called, like, I forget, it's like ice branding, right? Where they take nitrogen, what is it? The shit that freezes. Nitric acid?
I don't even know how to leave.
You're stuck forever. Actually, I do know this one, Austin. There we go. See? I do know what I can do it from my side. Since over there smashing buttons. I've never been in anybody's box. So I don't know what it looks like on the other side of TikTok. Like I know, like I've been in people's lives, but I've never been. See, I got you, boo. I got you. Yeah, there's a way to do it over there, but I don't know what it is. I'm like, I do know that one. Okay, but yeah. So there's this one where like it's that liquid nitrogen where it does the freezing and stuff. Like they use it to take like warts off and shit, and like people are going and getting yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. And I'm like there's always going to be people that want to push the limit. Like I said, I've seen suspension. I had a show one time that they were trying to go for the world record for piercing. Like this is all true shit that's happened in my life. I've been around a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of people get fucked up at shows. I've seen a lot of I've seen a lot of everything. I've seen every body modification I could think of. And I said when it gets to the point where you're going to a tattoo shop, right? Because they're the only ones that can take it out. Unless you actually go to a surgeon. It's going to be cheaper to get them like say you go and get horns in, right? And then you're like, "Oh, well this is causing health issues," right? Even still you're going to a place that isn't necessarily qualified to surgically open you. And you're letting them put horns in you, which if you decide later you don't want, right? Like after a while, your body can react, your body can try to reject things, your body can. So you could get the horns in and they keep getting reinfected or they keep, they're building up scar tissue. And you're like, all right, I want to get these horns out. They sound like a good idea at the time, but I'm having too many health problems. You can't just go back to the tattoo shop and have them take it out. Now you got to go and get like a plastic surgeon to take a small piece out of the skin on your forehead and remove the bitches. And I'm like, so I said, I think that there's a healthy dose of everything, but I wouldn't judge somebody that had it because it's not my body. It's like when people tell me they're like, you have too many tattoos. I'm like, but I don't care. It sounds, wait, hold on. I look around, I still don't care. I thought maybe I would find a care back there, but I didn't. Holy shit, how did that happen? How did that fucking happen? You got too many tattoos. Oh, okay. Well, let me go get some lasered off because you don't care for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they say, in the Bible, they're like, oh, the Bible says, your body is your temple. Yeah, well, guess what? My house is a bit more decorated than most houses, so guess what? My temple's going to be too. I like to have more stuff to look at. I like to have other stuff going on. But so, speaking of art, though, because I said I want to get back to doing my weird news a little bit, is, so, oh no. Oh, there we go. Okay. I just got it through Austin. So this I think is interesting. I okay. So just speaking of art, right? Since I'm on like the topic of it. So there's people that like I'm not one to judge anybody's talent as far as art goes. Like I do art and I've had my stuff judged before, and that's fine. Like, people are welcome to their opinion, you know what I mean? To be an artist, you got to be able to take people's opinions, right? I will say this: I'm not a big fan of modern art, like the abstract type shit. Where like I seen this woman, she sold a painting for like $3 million once, right? It was in Japan. Took her like 30 seconds to make that shit. Like if it takes an artist 30 seconds to make that shit, then really are you buying it because it's art or are you buying it because you can tell people, oh, it's a da 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 as they walk through your house? Because I promise you, nobody gives a fuck besides robbers about who the artist is that painted the painting on your wall. Like, oh, this is a da da da. Like somebody's really got to have like this is a Rembrandt. Oh, really? That's impressive. Okay, this is a Picasso. Okay, I didn't even like Picasso stuff. I'll be real. I didn't think he was that good of an artist. Like it's a lot of like smudgy art. Like it's not overly great. And then people are like, do you know he cut his ear off? Like yes, we don't know why because back then mental illness was considered to be evil, and he probably had an exorcism before he's seen a doctor. You know what I mean? Like they're like a doctor. What's that? Like, but so people have started on art careers, right? And we do it. How do I put this? People with certain names behind them, like something that they bring to the table that isn't art, like Amanda Bynes. Okay, she has her name to herself. So there's people that are gonna go out, go to her shows just because they seen her on Disney or some shit when she was little. Um, they're gonna be people that go out to her art shows just to find her. It brings up the value just because of the name. I can't imagine that. Imagine that shit. This is an Amanda Bynes. Yeah, remember Amanda Bynes? She was on Disney. Yeah, you remember her? Yeah, she was really big in Hollywood for like 5 years when she was 13. Yeah, that's her painting. Yeah, she's an artist in New York now. You'd be like, great. Great, Amanda Bynes did your fucking painting. Like, so the new one, right? And I think this one is interesting. And some artists, I feel like they just more know how to bullshit rather than give a shit about art. And that's okay. Like I said, everybody does things a different way, right? Like you'll see people and they're looking at like these. It's Amanda's show, right? You'll see these people that are defending their art that is literally like just a couple swipes. If you look, it's that a lot of times there's little plaques on the side. I feel like it's just whatever like bullshit the artist could come up with. Like this is to illustrate the difference between light and dark, and that's why it's called da da da. And you're like, yeah, okay, it's just two streaks of black on white. Well, whatever you think. whatever you think. Like that stuff, but I said I'm sure there's people out there that would disagree with me on that one. If somebody can go on their first day and make something and then within 5 years, I thought she, oh, Nickelodeon. It was on Nickelodeon. I haven't thought about Amanda Bynes in like 20 years, and then I seen the other day that she had an art show not too long ago, so that's what made it like pop in. But so the new person that has really been talking about her art career, right, is Gypsy Rose. Gypsy Rose, some of these motherfuckers, like, listen, if you are a live streamer, especially the ones that are really, really big, you really gotta, like, love yourself. Because you're sitting there looking at yourself for like 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. I've seen people go on binges where they were on for like 72 hours. You're just sitting there looking and just hearing your own voice for like 72 hours. Somebody might get in the box, somebody might da da da. But like, what do you talk about for this? You know, it's like I don't like, but you really gotta like the sound of your own voice. Like some people, you can tell that they're on here a lot because they like the sound of their own voice. Gypsy Rose, she likes the sound of her own voice. I like art because it gives me an outing in this world that's so full of pain and and you know, a remembrance. And I just feel like dude, say your words, like speak, like get them out. Like you, she literally takes 10 years to get a word out, and then it like you're like, what are you even saying? I forgot your last word before this one. Like paying money for a brand name, have you? I was gonna say what who was the brand name? I've never bought a painting. I mean, like, I have artists that I support. Like, I have artists that, like, if I catch their stuff out, I'll buy, like, some of their copies and whatnot. But I'm like, an original, like, I don't really sell, like, a lot of my originals. Like, every good once in a while I will. But, I had to switch, like, between, like, the products that I use because, like, I just didn't have any room for any more canvases in my house. So I'm like, all right, we're going to have to go to painting paper. Okay, we'll do that. Like, and now I've been doing, like I said, I've been doing tattoo skins, so that's been my new little like kind of project lately. And I'm gonna sell the practice skins because I mean it's a different form of art. I mean, I'm like, okay, I seen this dude, right? Oh my god, this was crazy. I seen this dude. I didn't even know practice skins came in this size. This was like van shoe. Oh, gotcha. No, but I mean, like even that, I could kind of understand. I mean, when I say like name brand, I mean like name brand artists. Like would like if somebody like, would you be impressed if you walked through somebody's house and they were like, this is the Gypsy Rose painting? Yeah, I paid $300 for it. Like a lot of times when people brag about their shit that they own, it's because they don't really. They had to work hard to get like that. Not even work hard, but it's like they're overcompensating. Like when they talk about their money, you know what I mean? Like they take you through their house and you're like, you're not even saying like, oh, that's a nice picture. They're just like, oh, by the way, this is an Americana, and you're like, that's great. Like the whole stereotypical like walking through like a snooty rich person's house where they're like bragging about like every painting, like you know MTV Cribs. This is a oh my god. All right, Diddy. Oh, I can't say that name. Which, by the way, did happen on an MTV Cribs, which is why I said that. Like, okay. So moving on. But like, so I mean, a lot of times people that they have a name brand to them, they will just slap some shit on a canvas and call themselves an artist because people will buy it because their name brand is behind it. I'd be more impressed if someone got a tat of Gypsy Rose on their buttocks, right? Like oh my god. It would just constantly look like one butt cheek was staring at the other one. See, I gotta stop. I gotta be nice. All I can think is like the mouth being. That's horrible. It's horrible. It's her voice. Like her voice is kind of like sets me up. She's, well, I dun. Like, dude, you're not 5 anymore. Like, did your voice not drop at some point? Or, like, I get the way everybody's like, well, just look at how she was raised. Okay, you're an adult now. You ain't gotta use the baby voice forever. Like, you can tell she don't talk like that all the time. It's only when she chooses to talk like that, which I find very suspect. Like, if you got an accent, you got an accent regardless of how you talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, when, like, she changes, like, her dialect. Oh my God, thank you. It's like when people talk, and you're like, wait a minute, when did you get Southern? You're saying y'all a lot. That doesn't seem, like, you know what I mean? Like, it seems like you're trying to fit in, or maybe that's, I don't know. It's just like the baby voice, like, fucking drives me nuts. Felicia, what's going on, baby? Good morning. Yeah, I like the fucking. And then she's sitting there and she's like, and I know she can't help her eye. I know she can't help her eye. I'm not saying that she should be able to help her eye. Like, that's not what I'm saying. Gypsy Rose should do. But, like, she loves the sound of her own voice. Like, probably more than anybody else that I've seen, besides myself. I'll at least come on with some shit to talk about. She'll literally, like, loop shit in a circle. Like, what was my mom like? And then I said, when you're a live streamer, right, you get a lot of, like, the same questions. Like, people come through, hey, how are you? I'm good, how are you? Good. So where are you from? And then there's people that will never, because some of it's bots too, some of it's, there's people that never go beyond that, right? So I said, when my streams have been busier, this is no bullshit. I used to have a marquee when I was on Meet Me and it was like crazy busy. It said, my name is Renee. I'm from Delaware. They literally used to list it above me, right? Like, just on the screen, it was like Misfit Ren, da-da-da amount of favorites, where I was from. Oh, thank you, Austin, honey. Like, where I was from. And it was right there. And people would come through and they'd be like, hey, what's your name? I'm like, it's up there. They're like, so where are you from? I'm like, it is also up there. They're like, yeah, that's cool. So, da-da-da. And I'm like, so I just got to the point where I was like, just like, it was so busy that I'd like, oh, thank you, Austin, honey. I appreciate you. I literally couldn't keep up with it. And then somebody else would come through and be like, so where are you from? I'm like, I'm from Delaware. Okay, we're just answering. So I used to just have a marquee that would scroll in the background. Austin, do you remember that? And it was like, I'm Renee. I think at the time I was like 38 years old. I'm from Delaware. Please don't ask these questions. Like, anything else in the world I'll talk about. But, like, I was getting offline realizing, like, I'm only answering like 3 things a day. But then people would still come through with it sitting, and they still asked. They sure did. They would. They sure did. So it not only was it on the screen, but there was a marquee that used to scroll right by my head with all the answers. And people still be like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, not much. How are you? And they're like, good. So how old are you? Like, just give it a second and wait, and somebody else will ask. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be like, okay. Sometimes conversations don't go past that, and that's okay. That's okay. But there was, like I said, especially during lockdown. Imagine, Austin, imagine what TikTok was like during lockdown. I think about that some days, and it keeps me up at night. Because even if everybody just comes through and drops a little bit, that's still like a ton of money. It's still, like, I just can't even imagine, like, the type, and imagine, like, the bigger streamers. Imagine the type of money they were just making from being live. Like, stop. Yeah, I'm fine. And they're, like, just getting fucking dragons and all this shit, like, going off, and you're like, fucking galaxies, like, dropping galore. Oh, thanks. Like, they don't even say the person's name. I hate it when you say, this is a little, like, thing. I hate it so much. I told you guys, I hate it when I hear people begging for gifts. Like, even if it's, like, the dry begging, it absolutely drives me insane, right? Like, everybody that you go into battle with, they're like, I spent too much and still do it. I'm telling you, Meet Me is, like, the worst one. Because, like, so I said, this happened recently, Austin. My son has an account. He just goes on to watch videos and play games and kind of get some points. And then he sends it to the account that I still have on there, but I don't like stream on there and go on for like 2 seconds. He sends it to me and then I jump off. And all of a sudden I looked at it the one day, and he's only ever watched videos, only ever played games. They deducted like 10,000 points from it the other day for no reason. And I'm like, I wonder how many times they've taken money out. Like, when everybody gets all upset about being in the negative, and then they're looking at their gifter list, and this person's like mad as fuck because number 5 isn't on her list anymore. So she goes over and tells this other person, well, my number 5 isn't there. And they're like, oh yeah, that person was like my number 32. I was short too. A lot of times people will say, hey, I went in the negative to get people to gift them over there. But two, a lot of times I really think, well, we all know it's Meet Me doing it for a fact, taking it back. Like I said, they don't have to do that. They have business insurance. It's literally the only site in the world that I've come across where they take it back from the streamer. So are they not paying their business insurance? Is my question. You know what I mean? Is that how I can get? Yeah, you there's a section. It's only on Scout, but you can watch videos. You can play games, and eventually and then so like I said, I'll have him he'll let me know when he's got like a full. I'll go back on. But so I looked. I said he was up to like 28,000, and I looked the other day, and it was at 10,000. Oh my God, Bill is back. Bill, why are you back? Oh, I know that. Yeah, yeah. And then that's you can take that and take the coins from watching all those videos and send it to yourself. Like you have to come in on another account. So you got to do it from another account. Yeah, and pretend I mean that's too. Pretend that somebody called fraud. Yeah, a lot of people do that shit. But like I don't like it when you see the battles and people are like, "Come on, we're going to shut her up." Like, "Oh, shut up." Like it's so corny to me. I just can't I can't even stand it. I can't I'm like I just can't even do it. Like oh, I do all the time. I use my level 23 lurker. Yeah, I refuse to like really go live on it. I will only ever go live to take money from them at this point. I will never ever go live to earn money for them ever again because they're horrible. They're horrible to their streamers. They're horrible to the people that are on their site. Like it amazes me. And then I'm like, and then people like they keep talking about this one chick. You probably know this chick. There's a girl on TikTok, Austin, who came from Meet Me, right? She's in a wheelchair, and she's been getting it big on TikTok. Like she's been going through it because people have started to. But so they keep going back to her, right? And they're like, "Oh, we heard that you made $90,000 on Meet Me." Well, I keep wanting to jump in their thing and be like, "Hey, listen, that's not accurate. Like, yeah, she might have made $90,000 total over 5 years, but I guarantee you, she didn't walk away with $90,000 over 5 years. She probably had people. If they find me, they do. But like I said, I mean, like, I told people, like, I mean, but I didn't make like this big, huge going away announcement. I'm leaving Meet Me today. I was like, okay." Fuck them. Like I posted it on Instagram. I was like, so Meet Me decided to delete my account. I'll bitch about Meet Me a little bit here and there, but it's like I just can't even believe that they're still open. Like it's like I don't know, it's hanging on by a thread. And then I said, my friend Josh, right? He's so funny. He's such a great streamer. He came after, right? I was gonna say you might know Josh. He's the Australian guy, and he's so funny. And he was on Meet Me, and I came over here and I said I was doing really well. And then I was talking to him, and he's like, "Yeah," he's like, "I think I'm gonna stop streaming." And I was like, "What? Why?" And he's like, "Nobody comes to my streams. Like nobody comes through." He's like, "It'd be one thing even if I got new people in." Even if they weren't staying, at least I'm getting new people. He's like, I literally go live. He's like, I'll be live for like 3 hours and get maybe 25 people through on me, maybe 30. He's like, I don't, and I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like, listen, this is not a you thing. This is like it's a site thing. I said, I can remember a time where if somebody had like under 1,000 people in their stream, it was like, whoa, would you just start? Like, I mean, there used to be so many people on there, and they have just literally. So now I go down trending every once in a while. Like I said, when I go on to I'll look, and it's literally like everybody's like under 100 people, and I'm like, wow, that's. Because some of them people have been on there a long time. But so I ended up having him come over, and he's doing good on here. But he was like, I think I'm going to stop streaming. I'm like, don't. I'm like, no, seriously, you're a good streamer. You just need a different platform. This is not a you issue. This is a them issue. Big time. You know what I mean? So, all right, awesome. I'm going to go get my day started, honey. I love your face so much. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I said, I will be back shortly. I'm going to go do a little bit of work, and then I'll be back on tattooing. So I said I have an early class this morning, so I got about 10:20. So it's 10:11 where I'm at now. So I'm gonna throw the other eyebrow on and then go about my day. Filter. So no, Austin, I love your face, honey. I hope you have a beautiful day. If I don't see you again, I hope I don't see Bill again. Okay, I'll be back a little later on, y'all.